Hello everyone, welcome back, Severed is here, coming back with part 11 of What If Deku Had Sludge. Now where we last left off, Izuku has got a call from the League of Villains after he finally convinced Kara in the hard way that he doesn't want to fight her. She's the only one that he can trust right now. He doesn't have anyone else. He just, Kara just stopped attacking him. The League of Villains called him. Izuku and Kara has joined the League of Villains after Kara, were insulting Shigaraki and All for One. After that, Izuku just killed Mandalay, Kota, and also, I believe, by the help of Muscular and Kara, he killed Tiger and a couple other people. They got other student of class 1A and class 1B to turn them into Nomos too. And those students are Momo, not Momo, the other one, Monoma, Tetsu, and Kendo, the one with the big hand quirk. And also, I believe, yes, Oraka too, and a couple other students that I'm not gonna say, and of course Kota too, and the hero, Tiger and Mandalay too, with Pixie Bob, because Pixie Bob has also died, which mean all the Wild Pussycat has will gonna turn into Nomos, not only Ragdoll. Has Izuku sitting in the hideout, and after that was talking with All for One because they just want him to to take the dead bodies into him and the doctor. Izuku remembering Dr. Ujiko from his when he was 4 years old and how he told him that he's quirkless. He decided to kill him, but All for One convinced him because if he died, the Nomo project will gonna die with him too. As Izuku told him, I'm gonna forgive your life if you start working on Kota Nomo first. Because, Kota have a water quirk, and Izuku can use water to make more sludge, so it will be such a helpful Nomo for Izuku. As right now, when Izuku come back into the bar, Mr. Compress telling him that he have what he wanted. As he decompressed Bakugo and they put him on a chair as Izuku looking in his eyes. And now we continue. As Bakugo said, Midoriya, what are you doing here? As Izuku said, what does it look like? I was helping the League of Villains attacking you. As Bakugo said, are you serious? I thought that you hate them. As Izuku said, I hate Shigaraki, but the others are cool, especially that Dabi guy. He's a badass. As Dabi said, thanks, I guess. And after that, Izuku continues saying, well, do you know what's so good about you being here, Bakugo? As Bakugo said, what happened? Where are all the other students, and why am I here? As Izuku said, oh, let me show you. As Izuku told Kurogiri to turn on the TV, as Bakugo looking in the TV, he see a lots of what they call it. You know how the gnome was being put inside like a glass. Those let me remember their names. I really couldn't find the name. Those big jars. They just put the gnomes inside of them with a lot of water. Just that, yeah, as Baku seeing, in the screen that, seeing the couple of students of class 1A and class 1B just screaming inside the water, trying to get out, but they just can't, as a weird, gray substance covered them and start, turning them into gnomes and just, horrible things. They just screaming, as Baku said, what are you doing to them? Leave me now! As Izuku said, oh, though they will gonna turn into gnomos soon enough. The dead ones of them has already turned, and, the alive ones, they will gonna turn very soon. As Buck said, you killed them? Why did you do this? As Izuku said, because I can! Because this is who I am now! I am a villain! I am the complete opposite of what I was before! I am the devil! I am the demon himself! Can't you see that I am no longer Izuku? I am Clay! I am the sludge villain! That's who I am now! Now tell me, Bakugo, who are you? Sorry guys, I just needed to get that off of my chest. Ooh, I feel so excited. As Bakugo, start crying, saying, I, I thought that you, I thought that you still there somewhere, but now I know that Izuku is gone. I regret every moment in my life since this day that I saw you turn into this. I start regretting every moment. I start training every day too. Maybe one day I'm gonna meet you and then I'm gonna just get you back into your mom. But right now, I see that you already has gone too far. Damn it. As Izuku said, oh, Bakugo's crying. Kara, give me my phone right now. This is a moment for history. As, Kara just give a phone to Izuku as he starts recording this thing. Come on, look at the camera, Bakugo. I'm gonna make sure to put this on you, on the televisions of UA. I'm sure the student will gonna like this. And after that, Bakugo said, you sick being, disgust me. As Izuku said, oh, really? Well, as he gave the phone to Kara, and after that he punched, Bakugo in his face. And throw another punch. And after that, the third one, fourth one, left to right, just punching so hard, making blood sped everywhere. As he just, after that, cut both of Bakugo's arm and get him out of the chair as he smashed his head into the wall and into the table. And after that, he smashed his head on the bar and start sliding his head into the television and put his head inside the TV. As he just starts punching his head into the table while he's just laughing maniacally. Oh man. Oh, this is the best thing that I ever felt in my life. Oh man, this is so great. This is much more better than I could ever imagine it would be. As he just throw Bakugo on the ground, so bloodied, as Izuku, looking at himself in a mirror, seeing the blood on his face and everything. As he said, damn it. Whew, I'm gonna need to wash my face. As he tried to go into the, in the back of the bar to wash his face. As what they call it, Toga starts, just blushing heavily, seeing Izuku covered in blood and was laughing so maniacally. While he's just walking, she said, after all of this well done, can you take me on a date? As Izuku just continue walking, not even caring for what Toga said. As she said in her mind, he doesn't seem to care, but I'm gonna make him care. And after that, he just washed his face as he, looking in the mirror, seeing himself. The sludge villain in his head said to her, so, you're really not gonna... You changed a lot, huh? Much than I ever expected that you were gonna change too. As Izuku said, this is how I am now. I can't change what is right now happening. I can't come back in time. But I can change the future. Maybe I need to go to see my mom again. As the sludge villain, when he heard that, he said, oh, I understand what you're trying to do. Do whatever you want. I'm just gonna watch you. As Izuku just get out of the room, as Izuku seeing on the ground Bakugo bloodied and everything. He already told Kirigiri to at least help him recover a little bit. Told Dabi, to burn his hand a little bit to stop the blood from coming out and everything. As Izuku just seeing, Bakugo on the ground, or no, on the chair after Kurogiri just put him on the chair and he started cleaning the place. As Izuku said, sorry for the mess, Kurogiri. I was quite excited. As Kurogiri said, no problem. As Izuku, Bakugo is right now unconscious. Shigaraki said, you really are crazy. As Izuku said, do you blame me? This whole world is crazy. You can't blame someone for what the world did to him, right? No heroes come to save me. So, why should I care for the heroes or any other person? As Shigaraki said, whatever. And after that, they just sit down for a little bit. As this door starts, so they hear a sound from the door saying, "Pizza delivery." As Izuku immediately throw his hand on the door, breaking it. As he tried to stab whoever behind the door. As he managed to stab two of police officers, but Edgeshot has managed to dodge this attack, and he gone and Izuku and tried to pierce through his body, but Izuku body is all slashed, so he can't do that. He go at Kurogiri instead, as the wall break off, the wall being destroyed, revealing All Might saying, "I am here." As he, Kamui is using his prison wood something, his ultimate move or whatever, as he wrap his wood around everyone, including Izuku. As after that, Izuku and Kara manage to run away. Kara, she not only able to spawn knives in her hands, she can, spawn them in the air or something like that. If you already don't know that. As she just used her red knives and cut the woods, while Izuku's just going right through the wood. But that wasn't a long time before Gran Torino kicked Kara in her head and knock her off. As he couldn't, kick Izuku. If he kicked him, he will just gonna get stuck inside his sludge, and Izuku will gonna be able to kill him so easily. As he's standing in front of the other League of Villains member, and Kara on the ground, knocked off with Dobby, because Dobby has already, being knocked off so that he can burn wood. I didn't know what I just said, but let's forget it. As Izuku, said, "So, All Might, what do you want?" As he looked at Bakugo, said, "Bakugo, are you okay?" As Izuku said, "Oh, he's not okay. I just took from him. Let's see how he will gonna be able to become a hero without arms." As All Might getting angry as he go to throw a punch at Izuku, but before that happened, this like a gray substance spawn in front of Izuku, as a punch or a wave of water being thrown through that weird gray sludge at All Might, throwing him out of the building. As after that, a Nomu coming out of the portal looking like this. As after that, the Nomu starts shooting water everywhere at everyone. As Izuku said, "Oh, so let me guess." As the Nomu looking at Izuku said, "Sit down." As the Nomu sit down, Izuku pat him on his head, said, "Goodbye, Kota. Goodbye." After that, he told, All for One start teleporting everyone away from there, including Izuku and, Nomu Kota, or I will just gonna call him Waterflow. Or maybe another thing. If you have a good name for, Nomu Kota, tell me down in the comments. As they being teleported away into All for One. Nomu Kota is right now by the side of Izuku, and Kara is also by the side of him with Flowey, because Flowey has already, come back. Izuku looking in front of him, he see All for One as he said, "So, that's such a great Nomu. Such a great thing indeed. Your doctor can do such a great thing, All for One." As All for One said, "I'm happy that you like our gift for you, young Midoriya. And this is not the only one." As more portals start open up, revealing a couple other of Nomos, like, Monoma, Tetsu, and other couple of students. As Izuku said, "Great." As All for One said, "Nomos, go distract the heroes." As they just distract the heroes, and Kara finally wake up as she said, Ew, what the hell is this? As All For One said, sorry for the sludge in your mouth, Miss Kara, but I had to do it. As Kara said, never do it again, it's so disgusting. And after that, Izuku said, so, what now? Should we wait? As All For One said, I thought that you're not a part of our organization. As Izuku said, I'm not a part of your little, fan club, but I am. Yeah, I want to see what you can do, since you are the number one villain. As All For One said, well then, I'm gonna show you exactly what can I do. And after that, All Might coming, from the sky saying, All For One! As he immediately throw a punch at All For One. All For One using air cannon, throwing All Might away into a building. As Izuku said, well, that was a strong hit indeed. As All For One said, thank you. A couple of enhancement, muscle augmentation, and an air quirk. All of them create air cannon. Such a great one indeed. My favorite combination. As Izuku said, good for you. I like my sludge. As after that, more heroes start coming into the scene as Shigaraki said, Master, you can't fight him, you're weak. As All For One said, don't worry, Tomura. I'll be fine. You just go out of here. I can't teleport you away, so, as he create, tentacles in his fingers and forcibly activate Karagiri quirk, as he said, go through the portal. Now, as Shigaraki said, no, Master, I can't do that, as, All For One said, alright, as he throw his tentacle on Magnet, getting scared because he's still, conscious. He, All For One, just stab him directly in his chest with his tentacles and forcibly activating his quirk. Of course, he's not dead yet. As he just, force everyone to go at Magnet. As, Shigaraki tried to go out of the portal saying, no, Master! But he just go inside. All For One said, so, are you gonna go with them? As Izuku said, nah, I'm here for fighting. And after that, All Might come back as he seeing everyone, Izuku, Kara, Flowey, All For One, and Kota Nomo. Everyone is just in front of them. All Might is all in front of them as he said, you disgusting creatures, every single one of you. As Izuku said, seriously, All Might, this is so harsh. And do you like Kota, the new kid? Did they told you that I killed a kid? It's right now here as Izuku starts petting Kota on his head as All Might said, what? Is this the... As Izuku said, yep, it's the kid that I killed in the training camp. How is it fine? I think it's a lot looking better like this, To be honest, the kid was ugly, so the doctor made such great upgrades for him. As All Might getting so frustrated saying, you monster! As he immediately jumped at Izuku for getting All For One. As after that, Kota jump in front of Izuku and take the hit. As he didn't even flinch, All Might said, what the? As Izuku said, oh, so you give him a couple others? As All For One said, of course. Absolute absorption, such a great quirk. It will gonna be so useful against All Might. As Izuku said, well then, Kota freeze him. As Kota starts shooting ice, water out of his hand and covering All Might with it as he freezes the water. All Might right now engulfed in ice. Izuku told Kota to step on the side as he created a big hand of sludge. And after that, throw All Might into like 3 buildings. As Izuku said, a new record, or a new, what they call it. Well, whatever. As Izuku said, you, my boy, you're gonna be such a useful thing for me, but calm down a little bit as Izuku whispers something into Kota's ears, an order that he wants for him to do in the future. After that, more heroes start coming into the scene. Endeavor Edshot, Gran Torino, and a couple other of heroes that I will not gonna name because to be honest, I forgot half of their names. As you know, they just come into the scene. All for one start fighting against All Might, Gran Torino, and a couple of other of heroes. While Endeavor taking care of Izuku. Kara is taking care of other couple of heroes. While Izuku right now standing in front of Endeavor with no Mukota. As Endeavor said, "You brat! You killed my son." As Izuku said, "Yeah, and he will gonna be such a great Numo in the future." As Endeavor getting so angry about this, as he's fly at Izuku. Izuku, he trying to create like a wall of sludge in front of him to protect himself, but Endeavor just burned that wall, all the wall. As he go at Izuku and throw up a fire punch at him going through his chest, Izuku start laughing, saying, "This won't help you." As he open his mouth and start throwing sludge at Endeavor. Endeavor raising the heat ups of his body, obliterating the sludge of Izuku. As he starts creating like a spears of fire and throwing them rapidly at Izuku. Izuku start dodging left to right, and after that he said Kota. As Kota start throwing water at Izuku. Izuku using that water creating more sludge. As he being much bigger than normal, and jump at Endeavor as he cover Endeavor right now with all his sludge. Endeavor inside the sludge, he blew up with fire, blowing Izuku everywhere, as what's left of Izuku creating like 10 others version of him, as Kota just giving, throwing much more water at Izuku to make him create more sludge. As right now there's 10 versions of Izuku surrounding, Endeavor, as Endeavor said in his mind, "This won't help me. I need to defeat that Nomo if I will be able to kill him." And after that, Endeavor, start throwing fire and a couple of versions of Izuku while they just throwing their sludge at him. He being, overwhelmed so fast, 10 against 1, it will gonna be such a hard fight as he start getting stabbed, cut, and things like that. As he, fall on the ground, Izuku, turn all his clones into nothing, and he just retrieved the sludge as he starts walking towards Endeavor, saying, "Oh hell, you are much weaker than your son." As Endeavor said, "Huh, and who said that I'm weak?" As he immediately was tricking Izuku, he actually fallen on the ground, he wanted to fall on the ground by himself. As he blew up with fire, blowing Izuku away. Izuku jumped back to not being obliterated and die, of course, because if all of his sludge being destroyed, he will gonna die. As he go at Nomo, Kota after he throw Izuku away and got hold of him as he start flying into the sky. Endeavor, he just flying up and up. Izuku throwing a tentacle of sludge at Endeavor leg and start, coming closer as Endeavor right now having Izuku and Kota Nomo while he's flying. Izuku breaking Endeavor left arm, making the Nomo Kota fall off, from the sky into the ground. And Nomo Kota, Kota didn't die because I will gonna call him just Water. Or not Water, I'm gonna just call him Hazard. Yes, Hazard will be a good name. Or whatever. Water Hazard. Alright. Flow. Yes, Flow will be a good name. As Flow just fall on the ground. As Endeavor catch, Izuku with his right arm and said, "If I will not be able to destroy him, at least I'll be able to destroy you!" As he start flying up in the sky. Izuku tried to break through Endeavor hand, but Endeavor is just raising up the heat, obliterating a little bit of Izuku while he just going up and up. And after that, he said, he blew up with such a strong fire while Izuku screaming in pain. And after that, Izuku being obliterated and Endeavor start falling from the sky. Hawks catch him and said, "You done a great job, old man." As he start going into the ground and he put him on the ground. Endeavor said, "Is he done?" As Hawk said, "Yeah, he's done for." And after that, Izuku is dead. He's dead right now. As Kara seeing this, she got so frustrated seeing her partner being dead, as she said, "You asshole! I was supposed to be the one that killed him!" As she started going at Endeavor, Hawks, tried to protect Endeavor using his feathers, as he started throwing his feathers as Kara. Kara just jumping between the feathers, and after that throwing a knife at, Hawks. Hawks being slashed in his face a little bit, but he create like two swords and said, "How about a duel?" As Kara said, "Alright." And after that, she created her own, two knives, and she started going slashes with, Hawks. Hawks slashing her with his, swords, while Kara just using her knives. In the end, Hawks being overwhelmed because Kara have much more experience with close range combat more than him. As she go to stab him in his leg, she managed to do that, but while that happening, Hawks has already used some of his feathers to get Endeavor out of the place. After that, Hawks, start flying into the air using what's left of his feathers. Kara said, "Oh no, you will not gonna fly away from me," as she, start throwing more knives at him while she on the ground. Hawks, start throwing some of his own feathers. Kara start, you saying Flowey, as Flowey said, "Alright," and after that, Flowey just making like a big vine, and after that, he wrap it around Kara as he throw her on Hawks. While she flying, she just throwing more knives. Hawks being, overwhelmed, and Kara catch him in the middle of the air, as she left her knife and start punching Hawks in his face while he just falling from the sky, left to right, and in the end, when she finally got on the ground, she stabbed him directly through his skull, killing him immediately. But Hawks managed to, take Endeavor away from there. And after that, Kara said, "Damn it, Endeavor, run away. You brat, you have saved his life and you sacrificed your own. What a stupid idiot." After that, she just left the dead body of Hawks, as the Nomukota come close to her, as she said, "What do you want, weird creature?" As, Nomukota just sitting in front of her, or, Flo. I just forgot the name that I gave him. Yes, Flo, let's just say him Flo. As Kara said, "What is it? Leave me." As Nomukota just leave her. Kara said, "What?" "Come back here." As he come back, she said, "So he's, taking my orders. I thought that is only Izuku can do that." After that, she said, "Well, come with me. Let's go kill All Might." And after that, she go at All Might, seeing the scene between him and All For One. All Might has already used United State of Smash to blow, All For One away. As, Kara being thrown away by such a strong, wave of air. This Flowey and Flo has catch Kara before she, being hurt or something like that. As Kara said, "Well, you're useful. You will be such a useful creature." As she, seeing All Might in his debuff form or skeleton form, as Kara said, "So, is that the real All Might? What a disgusting creature and such a weakling." As Flowey said, "Kara, we need to go. The heroes will gonna come." As Kara said, "Alright." And after that, she said, "Hey, you, get a little bit down." As she got on the back of, Flo, as Flo started jumping away, while Kara is just on it, on his back. After that, when they finally got a little bit away, All Might getting the information that Izuku is dead, as he kind of, happy and sad at the same time. Being they killed someone, but it was not. He's sad and happy at the same time. Let's just say that. As Kara right now on top of one of the buildings with the Nomu and Flower. As Flower said, "Oh, what should we do now? Izuku has the Midoriya. That's Sludge Face has died, and the League of Villains just left us. What should we do now, Kara?" As Kara starts chuckling, saying, "That Sludge Face. As much as he's crazy, he's actually so smart." As Flower said, "What are you talking about?" As Kara said, "I'm talking about this." As she taken out of her, she taken out a little jar that filled with the green sludge. As Flower said, "What is this?" As Kara said, "You sure right. It's Izuku sludge." He told me, do you remember the time when he told me that he wanted to talk in privacy? He gave me this, telling me that if anything gone wrong in the wrong way, I will gonna be able to get him back. As Flower said, "Are you gonna get him back?" As Kara said, "Well, I need to, because if I didn't, then I will not be able to kill him. He's so smart, but at the same time so stupid, sacrificing his life in a weird way. I didn't even understand why he did it in the first place, but hey, I still have my own partner still alive." As she looking at the sludge while it's moving. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. This is the end of this series. Izuku has died, but Kara still have some of his sludge. Bakugo has lost his arms and being killed in the middle of the or not killed, because All For One didn't take him out of the hideout. And Kota turned into Nomu, All For One being captured, Shigaraki and the other League of Villains run away, Hux has died, Endeavor's still alive. Well, this is the end of this series. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Well, I have nothing more to say. Severed was here. But wait. I still have something to say. Why the hell no one of you guys are voting for the, next what if in the last video? What if do you want? I mean, you are literally like 130 subscribers, and only like O'Neill and the other two people the only people that actually voted. The other people are just telling me to do another what ifs that I'm actually planning to do in the future, because I told you that I have like 5 pages full of ideas. So please vote there, because I want to hear your voice. I want to know what do you want me to do next from those 3 what ifs that I choose in the last video. Well, I really don't have anything to say right now, other than Severed was here.